Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another round. This is going to be the Tanso Racing Group Recruitment GR86 Toyota race. I know I said that kind of backwards, but you know what I meant. So, welcome to the beautiful but brutal Oulton Park Circuit in Cheshire, England. This is one of Britain's most historic and picturesque racetracks. But don't let the scenery fool you. It's narrow, technical, and ready to punish anyone who puts a wheel wrong. I am Chris Murphy here with my good buddy Jim Cunningham, bringing you today's events. Hey, Jim, how you doing there, buddy?
Good, man. It's good to be here. It's our first race together, actually. That's kind of cool. And we've been talking offline, but this is our first race together, working together. And yeah, it's a good one. Tanso is it's a good league. This is kind of a recruitment race for them, and they are just getting into qualifying. So we got a few minutes here. Obviously, we're at Oulton Park. Fantastic circuit. Everybody on iRacing knows Oulton Park. It's one of those that if you start racing at all, you have to go through Oulton Park because they race so many things here. And this circuit is this is a fresh, I guess it's a 3D graphics update. I don't think that they rescanned or anything, but they changed the graphics, so apparently things are supposed to look better. The curbing, they've whatever. Like, as you can see, speaking of curbing, that was like I planned that, but I didn't. Yeah, so it's so it's a new track. It's going to be kind of cool to see to see how it looks, because we've all seen this track in the past. But yeah, this is it's going to be an interesting, fun race. These guys are. I know you're new to the league. These guys they're a lot of fun. They race each other hard, and a lot of these guys have a lot of experience in this car. They've ran this league for numerous seasons. I know I've broadcasted for about 3 or 4 seasons. And they've even did a tandem series with another league that we're familiar with here on the JPBroadcasting network. But yeah, this should be fun. And I need to you can go ahead. I was going to pull up the qualifying stuff, see if we have any times posted. No, not yet.
Nothing
just
yet.
getting
Looks
going.
like everybody's filming their outlaps at the moment, so we're taking a look here at I'm not sure who we're looking at right now. I'm looking at 2 different screens, so we got
well, that's a problem with you can't tell which driver's highlighted. This is actually Lee Martin. And yeah, well, that's one of those things. That's the I guess that's the problem with using 2 different program files. That if you were following the scoring with me, we'd be able to see that. But we'll get through it.
Yeah, I was excited to be here with you, Jim. Like you said, our first event together. We talked about doing a few other shows. So nice to finally get on here. I know we were gonna do some stuff last night, and as always, the internet problems derailed us all. So, but yeah, look, I actually took the opportunity to get out on the racetrack earlier myself in one of these cars, and I really have not had the opportunity to make very many laps. So I'm kind of curious to see just how slow I was compared to where these guys, all these drivers are today. So
right.
I'm sure I'm going to be way off the pace.
Well, there's some really fast guys. You see some of these purple sectors already running up there. There's some fast guys in this league in this car, man. This car is, I'm not going to say it's hard to drive, because it's not, but it is, anything in iRacing is hard to drive on the edge,
So look, we've got our first couple laps in here with Eric Roningberg, P1 right now with a 151.08. Wow, I was turning like 211s. I'm glad I didn't try to join these guys today. Macro I'd have been out to lunch. All Michael right. Dolan there right now, second fast time. Cross the line, and your scoreboard says S. Atkinson, but that's actually Reese Atkinson right there, coming in 3rd right now. Nice first lap there from Atkinson. Stuart Brealey also going to cross the line. So we got a few drivers coming across. How many do we have signed up for tonight? It looks like we're somewhere in the 20s. I can't count quite that high, but
yeah, well, I'd have to take my shoes off to count that high, so we'd be in trouble. Yeah.
But like I said, I got here and made a few laps earlier. The really challenging things with these, they don't have a lot of horsepower, but you can really overdrive these things into the corner. The brakes aren't great on them, so it's easy to get in there a little too deep, lose the car, kind of, and have the car a little bit of you get in there too deep, and you're actually going to cause the car to oversteer. And I found myself doing a lot of that, especially through a couple of the chicanes, through Britons, through Hilltops, and Knickerbrook. Sorry, I keep wanting to call it Knickerbocker.
Knickerbocker.
Yeah, Knickerbocker. But a fun track. The rescan, I mean, the updated graphics on it looked really, really good. I was really pleased with what I saw.
It does look good, actually. That Oulton Park sign back there in the background reminds me. I was searching for pictures for another race to make a thumbnail, and that sign is kind of famous, but it looks so. Oh boy, he almost lost it right there.
So we got Sean Atkinson out there in the chat saying good evening to us. He also says my volume sounds a little quiet, so I don't know. I don't need to yell, but
well, no, we'll turn you up a little bit.
Which is really good. I don't like to hear my voice. You see Atkinson right there losing it off the corner.
Yeah, that's Reese. I'm still trying to figure out how to change his name. I thought I had it changed and it didn't work.
You know, I played around a lot with that in that software as well, and trying to force things across, and it just didn't seem to work very well. But as we got a few drivers out there making a couple laps, we got 3 laps here. We got 10 minutes to qualify, and they can put 3 laps down, and it's still Ronenberg out front at a 150. He did improve his time on his second lap at a 150.85 with Warham right there behind him. And if I mispronounce your names today, I'm just going to apologize for everybody, because I am going to mess up some names. So just don't be offended.
It's going to happen.
This is what it is.
So
I'm just an old dirt racer at heart. So when I get a lot of the British, any foreign names, any British names, anybody else out there, I'm going to mess them up. So just send me dirty messages or whatever you want to do.
One of the things that I've noticed here is, Forrester and Wareham, those guys are old to the league, been around for a while. Both of them super fast. They both drive for the same team, Simtech team. They're well known for running 1 and 2 in these races. Following each other around, pulling each other around the track, that kind of stuff. And this Ronenberg, I have never seen him before, as far as anything that I've called in this league. And so to be perfectly honest, to see him 0.3 faster than Wareham is kind of shocking to me. Wareham and Foster have always been, for the most part, the speedier guys in this league, So to see somebody up there just kind of jumping past him is a bit of a surprise, Yeah,
we've got about 2 minutes left here in qualifying. Ronenberg's still out there with P1 right now. Warham just slightly back, like you said, just about 0.3 back. Actually, about 0.2 back now. Looks like Forster's completed his lap. He's going to stay in that 3rd position with Michael Dolan back there in 4th. So it looks like most people out there. We've got a few drivers out there left to make their last laps. We've got 24 drivers in the field, so it should be a good race. We're going to see a lot of side-by-side race. Well, it's going to be really difficult to pass in these cars because there's not really long enough straightaways to really get a good slipstream. Maybe just a little bit, through Lakeside from Cascades to Island Bend, you can get a little bit of a draft right there, and maybe between the 2 chicanes, but you're going to have to hope somebody makes a mistake.
Shell Corner will be another place that they should be able to pass. I don't know. I've got oh, wait a minute, hold on. I was changing Reese's name. Sorry. I'm like an ADD kid. Squirrel.
And as we're saying that, Rick Wishon going to take the top spot away from Ronenberg.
Yeah, okay.
150.76. We've got a new driver up in P1 right now with about 40 seconds left to go here in qualifying.
Well, okay, so that puts my world back in balance a little bit because, Wisham is another one. I didn't mention him actually. I love Rick actually. He's an American. He's got a nice kind of country accent a little bit. I love Rick. But that's about, no offense to Rick. He's really fast and he's always right there in the top 3-ish, 4-ish areas. But to see him jump to the top, that's nice. Again, it's a bit of a surprise.
Looks like I'm going to have to really keep a close eye on YouTube chat. Sean Atkinson on there filling us in with all of our things we're missing out on. So Sean telling us there that Eric actually used to race with a lot in the league. He's a SimCheck driver as well. So
okay.
All right, so qualifying looks to be over.
Yeah, that happened quick, didn't it? Jumped right out.
Yeah, We're gonna jump. What we're gonna do is something a little bit different. They're gonna run a heat race.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, go ahead and talk about that. Here we go. For this is
all right. So first, yes. Sorry if I'm getting over you there.
That's all right. No, I'm jumping over you. You're the lead. Go ahead.
So what we're gonna do here is they're gonna run kind of a heat race and then a feature. So we're gonna run heat race number 1 right here is what they're gonna call it with a 20. It's gonna be a 20-minute heat race, and so it looks like you're gonna be able to start on the pole for this. So after we do this, they're gonna invert 12. See, yeah, so they're gonna invert 12, and then we're gonna run a 25-minute feature. So 2 different events gonna go on here. So heat 1 right now, the lineup quality.
I'll tell you what. I'll do the grid for heat 1 since you just did all that. Give you a chance to catch your breath, and then you can do the next one coming up in the results and all that.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yeah, well, just trying to take some of the load off. I'll do my part along the way. So all right, so we got our starting grid for tonight. So on pole, Rick Wisham. That's awesome. Good to see him up there, and Eric Ronenberg. Good to see him in there. Somebody new again. On row 2, we got Dan Wareham and Dan Foster. Again, if you're used to this league, those guys are always up front. Row 3 is Mike Dolan and Matt Benson. Coming in on row 4 is Josh Arnold and Lee Martin. On row 5, we got Egoff Satiro and Wayne Douglas. And on row 6, we have Josef Lopez. I wonder if he's running his little Zoomies car. That's he probably is still. He's got this little dog car that I love so much. It's got like zoomy dogs on it. Yeah, well, that was quick enough. Sorry about that. I didn't get the rest of the gridding, so I was talking too much. But we're off and running, guys. We're racing here. We
are lights out. Wishing going to get a good jump into the first corner. Is going to take the lead over Ronberg. Wareham and Foster are going to settle in the top 4 right now. So a good start. Wishing with fast time there in qualifying gets a good jump into turn number 1. We are single filed out right now as we head. Where are we at on the racetrack? As we head through Cascades and up Lakeside right now.
We'll put a track map up there too to help us out. How about that?
That works good for me. I've got 4 different screens going here with another map. So right now, Wishing's setting a good pace right now. Going to head up into Shell's corner for the first time. A big right-handed hairpin, I like to call it. So and you can see Ronberg closing up on the back bumper. Wishing right there. Wareham closing in right there in 3rd. So the top 4. Little separation back there to Dolan in 5th, but not too far away. There we saw a little side-by-side action back there. Back to about the 5th or 6th position off the screen. Good shot here from the chopper, looking down at Wishing and Ronberg. 1 and 2 starting to get a little bit of separation, about a half a second back now to Wareham.
Yeah, as you can see the cars coming over the hill here. There's everybody seems to be going pretty clean so far though.
Yeah, really good start. Now, get a little sideways there. It looks like the 5th place car of Michael Dolan. Dolan gets a little bit loose. We talked about that in the pre-race, just how easy it is to get into the corners too deep and lose the back of the car. And that's exactly what happened to Dolan there. Making a recovery out of the grass. So it was in there in 5th, made a little mistake there. And now it's fallen all the way back to 23rd in this race. But just how easy it is to make a mistake in these cars.
Yeah, it is. It's you have to keep these cars so wound up, you can't lose momentum in them, so you just have to keep them right on the edge. See if I can get a little look at that.
That's a perfect point with that lack of horsepower of these Toyota CR86s. It's all momentum. The more momentum you can keep up. We got another car back there in the grass with another 5th place car. It looks like being in 5th is a little unlucky as we see Josh Arnold back there in the grass, and he makes some pretty hard contact with the outside wall. So I don't think you want to be in 5th. If I was Matt Benson, I'd either make a pass really quick for 4th or fall back to 6th right now, because it looks like 5th is the unlucky place to be right in there on this race. As the top 4 have now settled out. I guess that'll kind of do that when the 5th place cars keep spinning out. Everybody else kind of backs off away a little bit.
Yeah, it's one way to get them out of your way, isn't it?
Yeah, scare them backwards. So, yeah, unfortunately, there are a couple early mistakes. Dolan and Arnold put them back to the back of the pack, but it's still Wishing out here in front. Started P1. He's led all 2 laps so far. I wanted to say every lap. I guess it's only 2, but
right. He has led every lap. Yeah, that is a great shot coming over that hill there, isn't it?
So as we head down into Clay Hill, through the water tower, and through Druitt's Corner, and I am using the map. I try to memorize this thing, but man, these European tracks are hard to memorize. At least in the States, all I have to do is say 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's not always true. We got a few. We got a few of them that's got nicknames, but this is one of the tougher sections on the course through here. It seems so easy through that Druids area there. You're carrying so much speed there, and you cannot slough it off. If you scrub off any speed there, it kills this whole section through here. And it's so easy to get an off track there, and if you do get off track, there's a little bump right there that can really upset the car and get sideways really, really fast.
As we start lap number 3, still Wishing out in front. Just send me a note if I'm saying it wrong, but I'm going to say it that way.
It's Wishing. Yeah, Wishing.
Wishing, okay. And it's going to be Rottenberg still there in second. Rottenberg is just all over the back of him, just looking for a mistake, but he's being patient and not trying to force the issue. And he is tucked right up on the back of that 074 Wishing right there. So you can see him right there. Let's see who we're looking at right now.
Yeah, you got to watch my screen.
I'm watching. I know I'm looking at both.
Yeah, you got to watch mine. We were looking at Reese Atkinson, actually, 16 years old, first race. By the way, Ronenberg is taking the lead there.
I see that Ronenberg out as we were looking back and forth, and Jim was trying to correct my.
Well, I was trying to fix Reese Atkins' name, and I cannot figure out how to do it. I'm trying to figure it out. So let's see.
We head down here through Hislops and Knickerbocker. The one thing I noticed running this track early, when you hit both of those chicanes, they've got those little tire stacks with it almost looks like concrete when you're on the track, and they really don't want you cutting those corners, do they? I mean, that would definitely do some damage to one of these Toyotas if you tried to cut through one of those chicane areas.
So here's the that's great. I'm famous for my slow speed replays. Yeah, here's Ronenberg passing Rick Wisham to take the lead there, coming out of Shell Corner. It looks like. Rick got wide there.
So combination of a couple things right there. So Ronenberg went to the outside coming into the corner, let Wisham take that inside line, and that actually gave Ronenberg a better run off the corner. And just unfortunately, at the exact same time, Wisham got off in the grass. So Ronenberg had that whole move planned right there. I think he was going to complete that pass even if Wisham didn't go off in the grass as it was. That was a little follow the leader through the grass right there, all the top 3.
Yeah, well, sometimes, you're following, you got your eye on the car in front.
Wisham back to the end.
Oh, that's a nice move right there.
Back to the inside of Ronenberg. Nice move right there. Ronenberg gives him some room on the inside as we are heading up into Shell's Oil. Shell's Oil corner up into the big hairpin 3 right there all together. Ronenberg is going to be on the outside in this corner here. It's not going to work, but he's going to hold on. He's actually going to keep this inside line as they head into Shells, and that he did a great job running there on the outside. Oh, little contact there goes Wishing with some contact from Warham, and they both go around. Is that Warham?
That was Dan Wareham that got into him. I think it could have been Foster. They run pretty similar cars, but
so let's top see. 3 all close
Foster's
together
got
right
yellow
there.
wheels. Foster's got yellow wheels on his car, and Wareham has a darker, like a gold, I think. That's a tough spot right there. I mean, you could just see it going in that was going to struggle to work. And when Wisham tried to get down to the bottom there, he ran into I'm assuming it might have been Foster since he's in second place now, but that has allowed Ronenberg to step out a little bit.
Yeah, close battle right there. Ronenberg did everything he could to hold on to that lead, kept that outside line until he had the advantage. Until he had the advantage on the inside going through Shells. And unfortunately, a little mistake there from the 2 behind him, but that's going to give a little bit of a gap now to Ronenberg, a little breathing room for the first time in this race. As we take a look here,
this is Matt Benson
here in the 4th spot with Lee Martin all over the back of him as well. So good battle here for 4th and 5th with Benson and Martin.
Well, yeah, at this point, Martin's trying to get out of 5th with what's happened to all the 5th place guys in the field. That's why he's battling so hard. He's trying to get out of 5th place.
He wants to get around him right here. Hopefully they're not hearing us. So. Or hopefully he is hitting us. He's taking our advice, actually. So we're 20 minutes into this first heat race. We got 8 minutes. We're almost 8 minutes into this, so getting close to the halfway mark is Ronenberg out in front. Unfortunately, our pole sitter, where did he fall to in this thing? Wishing fell all the way back to 11th after that little bit of I'm not going to say a little bit of contact, but after that contact up in Shell sent him off into the grass.
Well, he's not in the worst spot in the world considering we're reversing the top 12.
I will put him out. I would put him in the second starting spot for the feature. You are correct.
Oh, he caught that tire barrier there a little bit. Benson did. Or no, that wasn't Benson. That was no, that wasn't Benson.
That was Wareham.
That was Wareham, yeah.
Yeah, so Wareham caught that tire, and that's going to let Benson move up into 4th.
Sure did. Yeah, Benson's on a roll there. He's up into 3rd place now.
Benson taking some advantage of people's mistakes, moving up through the field, up into 3rd, but how far are we back here? So he's about 6 seconds back of the leader right now. So Ronneberg still out in front. Forrester, we're taking a look here one more time at Benson in his 3rd spot. I really like the time they took painting these liveries on these cars.
Oh yeah, well they got some good liveries in this car, in this field. In fact, there's 2 guys in here I think that do liveries. I know that Valhalla livery on Benson's car. I believe Valhalla does. Somebody just went into the pits. Oh, that was Wareham. He must have some damage.
So I'm looking back. We got a little battle going on for 11th and 12th right now. If you jump back to Rick Wishon, trying to work his way back through the field, trying to get around Hatfield to that 10th spot. Trying to work his way back up here after leading a little bit early on. Wishon trying to make his way back up. He's up to 10th now. As we had somebody drop off. I'll warm him down in the pits. All right, so good battle going on right here from Wishon and Hatfield as Wishon trying to make his way back up through the field. And again, you see some patience here. That's just not. Even if you're a little bit faster, you're going to have to be a lot faster for somebody to make a move. Surprised he didn't make a look to the inside right there. I think we're going to see him take a look in here to Shells to see if he can force Hatfield to make a mistake. They both hit that apex really well. So Wishon trying to move back up after sitting on the I call it pole P1, whatever we want to call it.
Oh yeah, pole's good. You know.
And as we were looking at this, we missed up front. Forrester's taking over the lead from Roddenberry.
Yeah, I was actually, just so Sean knows, I was correcting his son's name, and I finally got it fixed now. It took me a while. Yeah, yeah, let's go back and see the pass here for the lead again. I'll find it here, and we'll get us a replay going.
So Forrester started back in 4th, now worked his way up to the front. Here comes Ronneberg back to the inside. They are side by side, heading up to where are they at here? Up into Old Hales. Is Ronneberg going to go back out into the back to the front here? But he is going to be outside of this next corner. Let's see if Forrester can hold that line. Good side by side. But you're going to see this a lot with these Toyotas. They're really equal cars, and Forrester able to hold that bottom line down there, and Roddenberry had to back off.
Yeah, they're running.
This track is pretty narrow, so it's hard to
just
really
run up through islands into Shell here is so important, though. That corner right there is so important to get right. You really can't lift, you know. So you got to put yourself in a spot there that you don't lift. And then you can see Roddenberry trying that. He didn't quite get as high as he did that other time, but he likes to run that little bit higher line to get a better run off of out of Shell, which is a great line actually. It's a good way to take that corner.
Well, it just gives you like you said there. It just gives you a little better runoff if you can hit that apex coming from the outside instead of trying to pinch the car on the bottom, getting into the corner. It just allows you to get more momentum off, and you can see right there, Ronneberg driving into the corners a little bit deeper than Forrester, but Forrester getting a little bit better run off. And you can see a little bit of separation now here, about 0.6 of a second.
He really did, didn't he? I want to jump back here since I've got his name right. We got Reese Atkinson here. Look, look, man, this kid's first race. Got to understand.
Started back in 15th, already up to 7th.
First
Charging
race,
his way through the
not,
field.
He's done.
Is this the first league race?
First league race, but he's only ever done like some Formula V stuff in officials. Other than that, all his racing has been done against AI. And look, he just jumped in these cars, and he is flying, man. He's up 8 spots here, and he is hauling the mail right now.
Yeah, he's only looks like about a half a second plus off the leader on their last lap time as well. So Atkinson moved up to 7th. He's putting a lot of pressure there on Casper Roost right there in front of him there in that 19 car. I think he's going to get by him. I think we're going to see Atkinson at least move up to into 6th before this is over with.
Oh, I agree. I think so. Let's take a look at him in there. He's got his Lando Norris helmet on. Look at that. Just
sawing that wheel back and forth.
Yeah, that's where you got to drive these cars, though, man. But he's got his full-on Lando outfit on there. He's got his Lando McLaren driving suit and his Lando Norris helmet. Yeah, it's great, man. First race out here, and he's bringing it. First race for me. I was back here, and how many we got? 24 in the field. I'd have been in 25th, and bouncing off every wall along the way.
Well, there's a reason I'm in the booth and not on the racetrack, my friend.
That's right.
I'm an old dirt tracker at heart. So if we were racing big blocks at Lernerville or something like that, I'd be out there in the car. But racing Toyota GR86 around Oulton Park, everybody else on the racetrack is safer with me where I'm at.
I'll tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the best battle on the track right now. Reese is all over. By the way, I don't know Casper Roost. This is first time that I've seen him in this league, but for some reason, I thought he was losing it there for a second. I absolutely love his name. I don't even know why, but I do. Casper Roost. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. But yeah, Reese is giving him 5th, man. I tell you what, he is. If you're Casper, you got to be driving in your mirror right now, seeing this kid coming. Especially if you look over there and realize, well, of course, he and Casper probably came through the field together. If you look, Casper's up 10 spots as well. These guys
both are, so they've been kind of following through there, so you can see Reese looking to the inside of him right there, but going to think better of it, going to back off. He's being, the impressive thing for being his first league race, he's being patient and not doing anything, not doing anything crazy.
Because that's a spot right there that if you drive it in a little too hard, you're going to
up alongside.
Oh, look at this move, would you?
Up alongside of Casper Roost right there for that 6th spot.
Actually, Casper did a good job fending that off right there. He drove it right out to the edge of the track, and he did a really good job there fending that off. Look at these two, though, would you? What a battle. Best battle on the track, for sure.
Looking to back up at the front. You're not missing anything too much up front. Forrester still with the lead. Roddenberry close, about 3-4 car lengths behind him. We'll keep an eye on that one, and if anything changes, we'll jump over to it real quick. But like Jim said, we've got a couple good battles here. This is going to be Dan Warren. Yeah, where I'm trying to
come back up through the field, which he's going to, again, I don't know if I'm Wareham, I might just, we got, what do we have here? We still got 4 minutes left.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you realize you're only going to get so far, you might as well stay where you're closer to the inversion to be up front for the next race, I mean.
Yeah, we're making his way back up through this pack. He's up alongside of Hadfield there, and he is going to take that 9th position away.
Can he hold it down here, though? Let's see. Oh, yeah, he's got it.
Down here through Hislops. Is it Hislops?
Hislops, yeah, Hislops, I think.
There you go.
Hey, yeah.
Well, look, and through the Knickerbocker.
I'm as country as they come, and you're asking me to pronounce these names. Look, I'm so far from the country. Yeah, you shouldn't.
Wareham, if I pronounce it 5 different ways, maybe one will be right. So he's up to 9th right now, back up, crawling back through the field after starting up in 3rd, up early in this race. Now back up to 9th, and after
Wisham's enjoying these two. Look at this, would you? Now, this is a battle right here. Get 3 of them. And Rick is on a mission.
Yeah, Rick's charging his way back up there. He was leading this race earlier, and that contact earlier, I believe it was from Wareham, sent him back to the back, and he's coming back up through here, all the way back up to 7th, and he's got Casper Roost and...
I'm not gonna lie to you.
He made his way around Atkinson now, but now he's going to try to get around Roost. So let's see. I think what can happen here.
I think that was smart to let Wisham go, because Wisham's fast, okay, and he's got a lot of experience. And you start battling him at this point, and you're going to get yourself in trouble. You're having a phenomenal race right now. You're up 8 spots. You're running in 7th place overall in your very first race ever. Let the fast veteran go and learn something from him, and you continue your battle with Casper, and y'all keep working your way up through the field, and keep an eye on Wisham, because Wisham's flying right now, and you certainly can learn something, from him.
missed something up as this is going. I agree with you 100%.
Oh, we sure did.
And as you can see, so actually, what I was thinking in my head, just what happened, is Wishing made his way around. Reese Atkinson followed him by Casper Russo after fighting for all that long time. He took advantage of Wishing right there and followed him by. I was getting ready to say that same thing, but as we were back there looking at that worm, let me see.
Yeah,
Is it Forrest or way back into 20th right now? I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I got to find that.
He was up there fighting with Rottenberg for the lead, and now Rottenberg's got a 7.5 second lead over the rest of the field, as Forrester is now all the way back to 20th. He must have had an off somewhere. I'm not seeing it in my event log, but
neither am I. That's the thing. I'm even searching for it, and I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see anything either. But that's going to put Rottenberg up in front, all by his lonesome here, with about less than a minute left to go. Matt Benson is now up into second.
I'm going to try to. He's way back there. Now he's got his own hands full with Wayne Douglas and Lee Martin behind him. Ronenberg's got an 8-second lead now. He's pretty much clear of the field.
Yeah, we've got a 3-car battle here for second right now with Benson, Douglas, and Martin.
Benson's got a slowdown currently too, so he's got to get rid of the slowdown without letting these two guys get by him, and he's not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. Now he's going to pull to the outside right there, and that's going to allow Douglas and Martin to go by, and Benson back to fourth.
Yeah, thing is, that you don't want a black flag right there for sure. Man, I cannot find out what happened to Forrester. He's in the pits now.
See if anybody in YouTube chat knows. Don't see anything. So Rottenberg looking. He's got this race. We're on our last lap right now, lap number 11. Where are we at on the racetrack? Coming through Drew is one more time here in this heat race.
Yeah, we'll stick with him right here.
All by himself. We look back here at Douglas and Martin second and third. Benson in fourth, and Wishing has made his way all the way back up to fifth, and he's brought along newcomer Reese Atkinson up into sixth, right along there with him.
Wow.
So Rottenberg here, I believe it's going to be the last lap. I'd assume so. Yeah, checker flag.
Yep, there we go. All right.
So Rottenberg going to take the win here in heat number 1.
Indeed, he will. Yeah. And we got a little.
Jump back here and look at Douglas and Martin here, second and third. Nose to tail is going to be Douglas coming home in second, Martin in third, and Benson decided he wanted to destroy his car at the finish line, so he drives into the wall. Did he even cross the line?
Yeah,
he did. He did it right at the line. I couldn't tell if he crossed the line or not.
Yeah, so
Benson going to be in fourth. Wishing making his way all the way back up to fifth after going off the track early.
Yeah, not surprising to me. He's quite a driver, fast, Man, what a race for Reese Atkinson. I say Atkins. I had a friend of my father's. I did the same thing. Well, I had a friend of my father's he was my barber for like the first 10, 15, about the first 12 years of my life. His name was Bert Atkins. So I keep wanting to say Atkins instead of Atkinson. Yeah, what a race that Reese had, man. Golly. Sean had messaged me earlier saying, can you please remember to, change the name for my son, which took me a whole race to do, but we got it done.
It's ready for the next one.
Yeah, no, we're set up for the last one now. As these last cars are coming over the line here, we're pull the results up now.
All right, so Roadster heat race. We're gonna call it heat 1. Then we're gonna have a 5-minute warm up, a little bit of a break here, and then we'll get back into the heat race. So it's gonna be coming home in first. Let's see. Can you scroll top there?
My bad.
That's all right.
Yep.
There we go. Eric Rottenberg gonna come home with a win. Almost a 9-second advantage over Wayne Douglas there in second. Lee Martin in third. Matt Benson fourth. Rick Wishing going to round out the top 5 after leading a bit early on in this race. Reese Atkinson in sixth. Casper Roos, Dan Warham, Adrian Hadfield, and John Johnston going to round out the top 10. Then it's going to be Paul West back there in 11th. Simon Darch in 12th. Josh Arnold 13th. Terry Atkinson. Is that Atkinson's related there?
Yeah, that's Sean's. Yeah, it's I guess that's Reese's uncle. Terry and Sean are brothers, yeah.
So Terry bested by the nephew all the way back there in 14th. Stuart Braley in 15th.
He's going to love that one.
Mike Dolan in 16th. David Gibson 17th. Simon Nelthrop in 18th. Is that one of our Canadians in the field there?
He is a Canadian.
Going to be in 19th. Dan Forrester was running up front earlier, was battling for the lead there with Ronenberg for quite a while. He is going to come home in 20th. Robert Barber in 21st. Egolf Satira is in 22nd. Victor Timoft, the second. I don't know. It's just 2. I know. It's probably 11. I know how iRacing puts numbers after your name if there's more than one of you, or maybe it's Timofey. And then Joseph Lopez is going to come home in 24th.
Oh my God! It's so funny. It's so funny to hear someone else struggle like I do. Like the stuff you're saying is exactly like I say. Well, is that ones or what is that?
I like during when if I have nothing else to do, sometimes I jump on and I'll try to like just kind of broadcast some random races here and there. And most of the really European or I jump into a race and I see certain names, I don't even bother. It's like there's no way I can even touch this. So
like the English names are usually not tough, but when you start getting into some of those, like some of the German names can be tough, and then there's different sections over there where the names get significantly tougher.
Well, especially with a couple of us dumb Yankees like we are, so
right.
I'm not in the South. I'm not in the South, but I'm just like the Southern boys. So
yeah, you're an old dirt track racer. That's you might as well be Southern. That's the same thing. And man, I tell you what, this track, we look at some cars going around and stuff from the blimp shot and all, the graphics job they did here has been it's Dan. Oh, Dan. Okay, Dan had his computer crashed to the desktop. That's what happened.
That makes sense.
Okay, because we saw no incident. Thank you for that, Dan. I appreciate that. We saw no incident. I'm like, what happened to him? Oh, that is God. I mean, dumb racing incidents that happen or whatever. Sure, okay, that kind of stuff happens, right? But man, I hate to see like a internet failure or as you're well aware of from last night, or or equipment failure or something like that. I just hate to see a guy who's battling for the lead like that and loses the race because of some stupid equipment malfunction. That just kind of hits me hard. I don't know why it bothers me so bad, but it does. It does. When you don't, don't get me wrong. Dan's won a lot of races. He's had that experience, but somebody like me, I haven't won a lot of races, and I could only imagine being in that spot and suffering an equipment failure or something. I would be devastated. I'm sure it's probably slightly less painful when you're somebody as talented as Dan is, but but still. But back to what I was saying. The refresh here, man, the new graphics and stuff. This place looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks really good. What's amazing for me is, and I'm gonna age myself like I tend to do a lot of times, but I started sim racing back in like 1997, and we actually used to race over dial-up modems back with a game called NASCAR 2 by Papyrus, and this goes way, way back. So for me,
dial-up modems, I love it.
Dial-up modem we were on back then. Don't pick up the. The biggest thing back then was don't anybody answer the phone. Don't pick up the phone.
Right.
Disconnect me from my race. So, but what's amazing to me is where we are with technology with this kind of stuff is, iRacing's been around now for quite a few years, but the fact that we can have everybody from all over the world in here and not have even more issues than we do. I know, there's some netcode issues every once in a while where something will happen on the racetrack or you get disconnected or you have a failure or something like that. But the fact that we can do this at all is just pretty astonishing. So
it really is, as we're finishing up this warm-up session here.
Yeah, and then you got just two idiots in here just running our mouths, just watching this and trying to bring it to everybody. So
isn't it crazy?
All the way around, it's just it's just fun. So appreciate you guys, right. Whoever's out there with us with JP Broadcasting here. Hey, you know what? If you got a league out there of your own and you're looking to get broadcasted, hey, check us out. JP Broadcasting, send us a message or whatever. We'll get you on the schedule.
Yeah, you better get on this grid faster than I did.
All right, so Simon Dart, Jonathan Pollard, Paul West going to start second. John Johnson third. Hatfield going to be in fourth. Wareham in fifth spot. Outside of row number 3 is going to be Casper Roost. Reese Atkinson, sorry, I did it backwards that time, in seventh. Rick Wishing going to start in that 8th position. Matt Benson, Lee Martin, Wayne Douglas, and Eric Ronenberg. Your winner from that first heat going to start in 12th and 13th. I said it got to go fast, so I'm going to go fast. It's going to be Josh Arnold, Terry Atkinson, Stuart Brealey, Mike Dolan, David Gibson, Simon Nelthrop, Jake DeGrand, Dan Forrester back in 21st, Robert Barber, Igor Satera in 22nd, and bringing up the tail of the field is going to be Victor Thomas in 23rd and Joseph Lopez in the 24th starting position.
Yeah, I didn't even get to put Joseph on camera as the lights are on here.
We got 5 lights, and we are lights out here at Oulton Park here for a 25-minute feature event. And it is going to be Simon Darch going to lead the pack down here into the first corner. I am trying to bring up my screen here real fast so I can see what the heck is going on. There we go. Simon Darch, Daniel Worm. So Worm looked strong earlier in that first heat race. He's got a good starting position here in the second. Let's see if he can get to the point. Hatfield in third right now. We're going to take a look back at Ronenberg, our heat race winner, started in 12th, already up to 8th. And you can see him there on the outside. He is getting some pressure now from Reese Atkinson and Wayne Douglas as well. So we'll look back here to the point. It's still Simon Darch out in front with Daniel Worm in second.
I got to say, I like that Spider-Man livery.
Yes, we're side-by-side action from about 5th on back right now. Looking at Ronenberg up to 8th right now. Roost up to 7th.
This might be one of the best shots on the course right here. Look at this. Look at this. Are they 3 wide back there?
All the way down the hill. That's a great shot coming down the hill, side by side. You can see the pace with these cars, how close the racing is. I'm trying to find Wishin. Rick Wishin looks to be, I don't think he started this race.
He might not have.
All the way back there in 24th right now, so unfortunate.
No, he's not on the track, is he?
No, unfortunate for Rick Wishin. He looked really strong earlier.
Unfortunately, when he's not on the track, it jumps me to a scenic shot. So
yeah, no, same here. All right, so we're going to take a look back here. Ronenberg now falling back to 11th. I'm looking throughout the field here. Side by side up front here with Simon Darch and Daniel Worm. Worm up on the inside. Little contact right here off the corner. No harm, no foul. They both stay on the racetrack. And it actually might have looked like Worm might have backed off a little bit to let Darch.
He might give it back to him. Yeah, he might do that.
He's not going to give it back to him. He's got the point now. It's Worm out in front.
Hey, you and I are a couple of old. Look, he almost lost it right there. Well, that was a good
fourth place
save.
car. Paul West about lost it.
That was West, yeah. Well, it might be 4th place. That's a nice looking car right there. Mexico livery. I like that.
Like it looks for us.
Yeah, it looks like Davey Allison.
Yes, I was going to say, yeah, it's a Davey Allison throwback for us NASCAR guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw it. I was about to say that's a nice Davey Allison livery.
So Ronenberg now making his way up to 9th, kind of jumping throughout the field. There's a lot of action going on just about everywhere. So
Reese Atkinson is right behind Ronenberg. I'm curious to see now. Dan Foster crashed. Let's see what happened here. What did we miss?
Take a look back here. He's back here in 22nd now. So where is he at? He's in the middle of 4, about 4 wide right there. And he's kind of in the middle of it. Yeah, that's not going to work there, guys. Unfortunately, Dan Worster gets the worst of it.
Wow. Okay.
It looks like is he still on the racetrack? He is still on the racetrack, so he's not out completely, but unfortunately, you're not going to make it full wide to that corner. And
no, not many of them actually. There's very few that you're going to make it 4 wide for. But no, back to what I was saying here. Look at Ronenberg and you got Reese Atkinson was kind of right behind him at the time when I saw that. Again, that squirrel moment where I had to jump over there. But seeing Atkinson back there, maybe follow Ronenberg through, which he seems like
wasn't able to do.
Well, I mean, again, watch him and see. Reese is actually struggling a little bit this race. I think he hadn't quite got settled in yet in this one. He's got passed or bumped a little bit or something, and he hadn't settled in too much. But let's see here. I was
gonna say, yeah, jump up to the front right there. Worm with about a 2.5 second lead. Now there's a 3-car battle for second with Simon Darch, Adrian Hatfield, and Paul West. A little bit of swerving right there. I'm not quite sure, but that's gonna let Hatfield get down to the inside there. Simon Darch He is going to take over. Can you throw the track map back up for me?
Oh, yeah, sure, will do. Yeah.
Thank you.
I like it up myself, actually.
And they're side by side one more time. If they're going to head up into Britain's here through this first chicane, let's see who can get to the inside line. It is going to be Darch and Hatfield side by side. A good shot right there. That's a great shot by our producer heading into the chicane right there.
He did bump him too, and he clearly backed off too. Well, maybe not.
Still side by side.
He's going to go catch his bumper again.
One more time, they're going to head up into Hislops through Knickerbrook, and it's going to be Darch, Hatfield, and West right here, second, third, and fourth. A little bit of contact back and forth. You know, it's easy to do with these cars because they're like not a lot of horsepower, and you're trying everything you can to keep the momentum up. So just any little bit of slowdown from the guy in front of you because you're trying to push as hard as you can, and that's what's going to happen. And, you know, Hatfield got in the back of Darch, but backed off just enough so they didn't cause too much contact.
We'll go back here. I'm following. Who is that just went off there?
I saw that. A little bit of contact there. It looked like that was Wayne Douglas.
Yeah, it was Wayne Douglas. So I come back here. I come back here to see John Johnson. He's Johnston. He's one of the admins in the league, and he kind of runs the GR86 part of the program. And of course, he was the one giving us all setting us up with our permissions and everything to come in. And so I saw he was struggling there a little bit. He dropped back a couple of spots, and I just wanted to come back and see what was going on. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck.
That looked like
that was Casper. That was Roost, too.
Yeah, Rottenberg and Roost got together.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't see what happened there, but we did see some hard contact from Roost. He went off to the left side of the racetrack there.
None of these incidents are showing up there.
I know, I'm not seeing them either. We got Roost. I guess if you jump back to where it said Rottenberg came back on the track, you can go back 10 seconds from there or something.
Yeah. I think it's going to be. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I think Roost is going to spin. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Off into the grass right there. A mistake from Roost, and unfortunately, Rottenberg just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, that's clearly a racing incident, though. You know, he got his wheels off in the grass and lost it. That happens, you know, and okay. Yeah, you can go that way.
Come back to some more action right there. Rottenberg with a slowdown for cutting through but I think he had to cut through the
it looks like
right there. There was a little too much going on.
I think, I don't know if this was the Terry Atkinson incident that might have caused that. Yep, that's just going to be what it is. Okay, so Terry Atkinson right here, he's he's going to hit that thing head on. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He hit the brakes. He just got on the brakes too hard, lost it.
Oh,
and as I was talking earlier, those tire birds on the inside of the chicanes just do not give any at all.
No, there's no give to them.
So another case of Rottenberg being in the wrong place at the wrong time, but I don't think he actually got the worst of that. I don't see who that green car was, but unfortunate there, a mistake there from
that was Terry Atkinson. By the way, he's the other livery designer in this league that does a lot of liveries for a lot of these guys, and of course, including his nephew's car.
It's a good thing he knows how to paint him because he's got to put a new paint job on that.
He does. That was a good one. So since I got to get a look at my favorite Zoomies car here with Lopez's animals on it, you know, since we were back here and he was in the shot. But actually, they're having a nice little battle here, though.
He's worked his way up to 11th after starting back in 24th, so taking advantage of some mishaps there in front of him.
Well, he just narrowly avoided that whole Atkinson thing. He was right there when that whole explosion happened. Go back up here towards the front a little bit. You got just a freight train here.
It is a freight train of about 10 or 12 cars here, all nose to tail. Darch out in front, Hatfield, West, your top three, but Matt Benson lurking back there in fourth. He started in ninth, up 5 spots. Let's see, we are 9 minutes into this 25-lap race, so still a long, long way to go here.
So what the heck happened to Wareham? He was leading the race.
Back in 5th right now. We're going to have to do some work on these event modules here for us.
Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on. I think this might be some leftover stuff from the software failures that were happening last night, because yeah, I'm not getting any notifications at all like I should be. Okay, this might be what happened here. Okay, so there's where. Yeah,
sure that isn't.
That's that was at Martin. That's Martin's car.
Well, I'm not sure what he just kind of slowed down it. He's just backing off and letting these guys go by, or I'm not quite sure.
Did he have maybe he had picked up a slowdown and we missed it?
That's potentially what happened there. So he did intentionally slow down there. It looked like, and drop back from first back to fifth.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he didn't go off the track or anything. So
no, and he's getting into it with the Davey Allison car.
Warm looking to the outside right there, tried to stick his nose out there, just not quite enough room. As Benson now moves up the third around Paul West. We got a tight battle up here in front.
Well, look at this fight, would you?
Benson up to third. Here comes Warm on the outside of West. Right there behind him is Josh Arnold. Going to bring him along with him. They're going to draft right by West to get up in the chicane. I think West has got to back out of this. He does. And who's that on the outside of that white car? Was that Dolan?
Yeah, that's Mike Dolan.
Dolan saw West backing off right there.
He took
a huge advantage. I just followed all three right there. So Paul West loses 3 spots within a matter of about 100 feet.
Look at this up here, would you?
Call it 50 meters.
His Benson's putting it on the inside of Darch.
Well, Hatfield now out on the point. We missed that point where Hatfield took the lead. So it's Darsh and Benson now side by side for that second position, and here comes Warren coming back through here. He's charging his way through the field.
He's on a mission. Look at him, huh?
Yeah, coming across the line to start lap number 8 right now, or lap number 7 actually. He is back to the inside of West, and here comes.
What a mess!
Arnold along with him.
Yeah.
Arnold's going to follow him through there. So one more time to see West losing a couple of spots there.
Yeah, Darch is
coming back.
Oh yeah, well.
We see Arnold got off the racetrack.
He got off in the grass there a little bit and had to lift.
So Hatfield up 3 spots, starting in 4th, doing a good job leading this race. Benson now up into 2nd, started in 9th. Warham worked his way back to 3rd after that slowdown we saw from earlier. He's got his hands full right now.
Big time. Look at this. Here comes Benson. Has got a mirror full of Dan Wareham back there.
Heading down Hilltop into Hillslops down that hill. It's a really great shot down here. Look at that. Look to the inside there from Benson. He has got the line getting into the chicane. Hatfield, there's nothing he could do about that. He had to back off and just give him the line. He was fortunate enough to settle into 2nd and not have Warham come by him as well, to be honest.
Yes. Yeah, well, Benson had a good line there. Man, this is a good run from Matt Benson. He's had some good runs in the past seasons that I've been around here, but this is quite impressive run from him here. He's really seems like he's been honing his skills a little bit. But we got some tight battles in this group here.
Good fight going up on the front, but Benson's got out in front here by just about a second.
Darch and Mike Dolan got into it right there, a little contact. Oh, did he hit it? Did he wreck him? Oh!
A little bit more contact there, so it looked like Darsh a little bit of trouble.
Well, Darsh got hit by Dolan, and he almost spun him, and Darsh was trying to recover it, and then somebody got into the back of him there.
Like Paul West and the Davey Allison Haviland car.
Yeah, it was. Sure was. Davey Allison. We didn't tag that. They have no idea who Davey Allison even is.
I know. It's an inside joke for us, I guess.
Yes, it is.
It's good looking. Maybe he does know. I don't know. It sure looks like it.
His car's not 28, is it? No. Okay, no, it's 30.
No.
If it was 28, then I would know he knew. For sure.
So let's give a little rundown through the field. So Matt Benson out in front right now.
Yep.
Daniel Warham in 2nd, and he has closed up the gap there. Benson had got away by about a full second. Warham going to look to the outside, heading to the chicane. You can see how it gives him a good run. He kind of goes to the outside right there, gives him a good run through the middle of the chicane. You can see the momentum he gained coming off, but still not enough to get up alongside.
Well, see, this is a great straightaway here too, though. So it's just all through Druids back there. You got to carry so much speed and momentum through here, as you can see there.
The corner kind of tightens. You can get in the corner pretty hard, and then it kind of tightens up as you come off, and you got to back off just a little bit more. I know the first couple laps I made earlier, I was off in the sand. So
yeah. Well, the fast way through Druids. Oh, see, you got a nice run right there. Look at this.
All over him. He's gonna have a good run. Heading up through the pit straightaway here.
If he can get up on the side of him, going into Old Hall corner here.
Yeah, he's got him.
Yep.
Oh, but
maybe not.
Hang on
to it. Hang on to it.
We got a couple. Oh, we got a white car back there in the back. I didn't see who that was. It looked like it might have been Dolan off the racetrack. It was. So at the same time we were watching Benson fight for his life in the grass, Dolan, same situation, but he was not so fortunate as he is now falling back through the field. So Warham did a good job putting some pressure on Benson. That forced Benson into a mistake off into the grass.
Yeah.
And that's going to let Warham take the point here with Benson second, Hatfield still in third.
Let's go back and look and see what happened to Mike Dolan real quick. Who's that he's battling with? Is that Atkinson he's battling with there? Oh, he hung it off on. Yep. See that is a classic spin right there at Old Hall. That is, you get your wheels off because you got to run that turn wide to carry that momentum through there. Yeah, who was so it wasn't anybody else's fault there. That was strictly, he just ran a little wide, and I can't tell you how many times I've made that spin right there.
I think that might have been Forrester that was actually right there behind him at the time.
Oh, it might have been Forrester, yeah.
So we're up here in the front, so we were going to try to do a little rundown through the field.
Yeah, we keep getting. Let's try back here.
Battles going on, so yeah. So as again, we've got battle here for third here with Hatfield and Arnold. Hatfield's been doing a good job running up in the top three for most of this race.
Yeah, this is a nice little battle here. Really good.
We've still got Warm out in front, Benson in second, Hatfield as we're looking at Hatfield, the battle for third. Oh, Hatfield going to dive down onto the pits. I just kind of assumed this was going to be you'd be able to go all the way to the end in 25 minutes without a stop, but it looks like we may see some pit stops for fuel.
We'll see.
I don't see any other reason. I don't see any other reason why he would have came in other than if he needed fuel. So
unless he's got damage or something.
But they're putting tires on the car.
He's definitely putting tires on it, which you would not do no matter what. Even if it did need fuel, you wouldn't put tires on them here. Not in these cars.
So that is going to move. Let's see, that's going to move.
Ooh, look at Forrester coming through here with a mission.
The Forrester there in just going to take over that sixth spot. That's going to force Sotero off the racetrack. He's able to get back on in front of Roddenberg. So our heat race winner, Roddenberg, after some adventures here in this race, started back in 12th.
He has had a few.
Back up to 8th.
He's been more like in a rally car at this point.
Yeah, he's been off in the grass.
He has.
Unfortunately, nothing of his own mistakes or
no, not really.
That we saw anyway. Just being in the wrong place. I know way too well.
Yeah, I'm usually the guy that's causing the guy in the wrong spot to have a problem, but that's another story. Looks like old Reese Atkinson here has recovered a little bit too as we're walking our way down through the field here a little bit. He, he had dropped back about 6 spots or so, but he's recovered a little bit. He's back up to 10th, running solid here, and got his, got his stuff together a little bit, and everything back.
Top 10.
Yeah, no, two top 10s. Your first race out the box with these guys. That's good. That's good. I hate to say, but he outdid his Uncle Terry. That's for sure this weekend. So
Terry's in the pits. Terry's already over there painting new liveries for next week. So
he's painting his own, doing some body work, broke the Bondo out. Oh, somebody was off the track right there. Wish I had control to pan that, but I don't.
Looking at, I think that might have been Lopez.
No, he was behind him. I don't think it was Lopez. because he was behind. Yeah, he was behind Atkinson, so it was somebody that would have been in front of Atkinson that was maybe
as we
lap
say
down.
that we just jinked Lopez, and he drove off the track while we were talking about somebody else driving off the racetrack.
As you know, he's probably trying to catch some zoomy dogs.
So our two big movers of this race, Eagle Sotero up into 8th, started back in 22nd, up 14 spots, and actually Joseph Lopez in 10th, also up 14 spots. And actually now, as I say that, Forrester that started back in 20th in this race is now up to 5th. So he is our biggest mover of this race, up 15 spots.
Yeah,
Forrester, and you can see Forrester right here trying to get around Darcher for 4th now.
I mean, again, Dan is a really fast driver who happened to start all the way at the back. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. Josh Arnold here is another one. He's up 10 spots, running solidly in 3rd, like you said, one of our Canadian drivers in the field. We've got a couple of them in here, but that's a really good run for him. And
Porsche is going to make his way around Darsh, going to take over that 5th spot.
Yeah, I don't think with 5 minutes, well, just a little over 4 minutes to go. I don't know. He's 8 minutes, 8 seconds up to Arnold. I just, you know, that's going to be all he can do to make that up, short of a mistake or something.
Now, if he was trying to catch me in 5 minutes, that would
well,
be
yeah,
easy.
You were 20 seconds off the pace. So
I don't think he's going to make up 8 seconds on Arnold, but
Arnold's he could catch you. He could catch you and if he was a lap down.
that kind of hurt actually.
I
don't know if you had to go that part with it.
I included my 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'm looking. We actually have something on our event feed. Looks like Paul West has crashed here.
We actually
maybe a lap or so ago.
This must be a major crash if our event feed showed it, because it didn't show anything all race.
Well, he's got no right front tire right there. It looks like the way that car's leaning over.
Yeah,
and he just drives. It must have been before that, because he's
that's what this thing decides is a crash. Of all the stuff that we haven't seen, we see him pulling over and stopping as a crash.
I think something must have happened before that.
Right, clearly, yeah.
That right front tire was gone off that car.
It doesn't bother to show us that. It's going to show us him pulling over and parking as a wreck. I think the software's still struggling a little bit from whatever happened to it last night, if I'm being honest.
That's good. You know, the event for me, I'm doing any races that event feed sometimes doesn't seem to work very well. So it's kind of tough sometimes to go back and see things that are going on, especially when you're trying to, you're looking at a race here with 24 drivers starting this thing and trying to keep up with everything that's going on. It's really helpful to have that working properly.
Yes.
So we can jump back and forth from replays and try to bring the action where it happens.
Yeah, indeed. That definitely helps for sure.
So we're looking at Forrester right now. We talked about when he got around Darsh there for 4th, he was about 8 seconds behind Arnold, and he is still about 8 seconds behind Arnold. So not making up any ground on that top 3. So it looks like about 4th is the best we're going to see Forrester get to, unless something happens in front of him. So he is up 16 spots, started way back in 20th. As we take a look here
he started
Douglas
at the very back. Yeah, this is Reese here. Steady working his way up to 8th place. He was in 10th. Now he's in 8th.
I was just going to say the same thing. Yeah, last time we saw Reese, he was sitting back in 10th. Now up to 8th right now, but he's got his hands full with Wayne Douglas. As Wayne Douglas looks to the inside right there on him.
Well, that's Red Bull. That's Red Bull versus McLaren right there, Well,
I don't know if you saw that in the chat, but Sean actually told us that not only does Reese's driver suit in the game have the McLaren outfit, but he's also racing in his Lando gear. So
yeah, he's clearly a big
back tonight. Oh, gets in the back. Oh, just misses that corner.
That looked more like a Max Verstappen move than a Lando move right there. I didn't
Hopefully
say
he
that.
wasn't listening to us talk about him there, but big mistake there from Reese. He got in the corner just too deep, or Douglas checked up one of the two. I couldn't quite tell, but unfortunately, some contact there with Reese catching the back of Douglas, turning the both around.
Since this is his first race, and we might as well go ahead and give him the full show and let him see the replay of his accident as well. So yeah, he kind of went a little wide there, and that gave Douglas the chance to get down on the inside of him. And as they run down through Island here, this is a real easy spot to miss your brake marker on, especially when you're behind another car. And he drove it in there deep. I'm pretty sure that was on Reese. But you know what? We've all done it.
I think Douglas might have checked up a little bit more than he expected. At the same time, maybe a combination of things. But unfortunately, they had a good run going. Now we got to settle back here in 12th with a little bit of damage on the car. But Douglas was able to hold on to 10th at least, salvage a little bit out of that incident.
And I tell you what, I kind of written.
We're on the last lap here, by the way, as we were yapping.
we sure were, weren't we? I had kind of written Dan Wareham, off as he was just going to drive away once he got by Benson and everything there. But hey, Benson ain't letting him go, man. Look at this.
No, about 0.6 of a second behind him, and you can see him as they head through Britons for the last time here in this race.
Looked like Wareham got a little wheel off the track there, maybe.
Coming up on a lap car right there in front of him. Not sure who that is. That's Roost. I think that might be Roost in that white and blue car right there in front of him. So let's see if he comes into play. I'm not sure of the rules here in this Toyota CR86 if lap cars are supposed to yield out of the way or not. I know in the GT3 they're not. So,
well, I think
it's gentlemen, right? I mean, it's just you don't want to get in the way of the leader if you don't have to, especially when you're by yourself out there.
So real quick, I know we're right at the end here, but this battle right here is pretty tight. I don't want to miss the
Roddenberry and Darsh here.
I don't want to miss the leaders, but we got a second here. This is clearly a heavy battle right here.
Yeah, but Roddenberry doing a good job working his way back up to 6th after falling back through the field. Looks like the leaders are going to come across the line, and it's going to be Wareham across in first with Benson right there behind him. Arnold's going to fall across third.
Gave him a little,
right behind there.
Gave him a little love cut there.
Really close.
Yeah, that was good. Benson had a good run out there. That was a nice run from him.
It's going to be fourth. Take a look back here to this battle here. As Roddenberry was not. Actually, Roddenberry did get around Darsh there for 5th. Right at the line.
Before this thing ends, let's see if we can. I want to see that pass. I knew that was going to be a battle with those, but you got to give the leader his respect. You got to show the leader he's winning the race.
Oh yeah, you can see Darsh kind of pushes up the racetrack. That lets Roddenberry cross up underneath of him.
Oh, he tried to get over there and slow him down a little bit, but
coming to the line, Roddenberry just beats him across the line by what 0.03 of a second.
Wow.
Good run there from Roddenberry, making the best out of some pretty bad situations throughout that race. But Daniel Wareham is going to come home with the win. Matt Benson in 2nd as we're crashing back there in the background. Like we're going to tear some stuff down here.
That's all right. They were easier after you won.
I'm guessing it doesn't affect your I rating after the race is over.
No, well, the beautiful part about league racing is it doesn't affect your I rating at all anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so absolutely no effect on your I rating or he's doing it up the hill thing there. Yeah. So league racing does not affect your I rating, safety rating, or any of that stuff. We're back there beating each other up.
So before we get to any interviews, let me see here.
We're not quite there yet. The results.
Right, let's pull up the results. We'll run down the results here for this feature event.
They haven't shown up for me yet.
No. Oh, yeah, me either.
Trying to see who's out there on track. Oh, I'm glad we didn't cut away from that. Oh, I think it is. Oh, I'm glad we didn't cut away from that. That was good stuff right there.
Sitting upside down. All right.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. I got to see it one more time. Sorry.
Can I go back like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's done this a few times before.
Yeah, he has. This is definitely a known thing here. Yes.
That's like a GTA kind of event right there in iRacing.
That is epic.
Gonna jump down the hill.
All right. That was good stuff right there. All right. So yeah, let's get our feature results here. Oh, I did the same thing again to you. Sorry.
I don't know how you keep doing that.
That's because I didn't reset the counters.
All right, so our winner here in the feature event for the Tanso GR86 recruiting event here today at Oulton Park is going to be Dan Wareham. Matt Benson going to come home in 2nd. Josh Arnold in 3rd. Dan Forrester. Eric Ronenberg, after winning the first heat race, is going to come home in 5th. Simon Darch in 6th. Egolf Sotero in 7th. Joseph Lopez in 8th. John Johnson 9th. And Reese Atkinson going to come home with a 10th place finish. Good finish for the young man here in his first
Still got
event.
his 2 top 10s in his first event.
There you go. I know we talked a lot about Atkinson because I think his dad kept in YouTube kept telling us. I think he said he'd pay me $5 if we mentioned his name at least 10 times. No, I didn't see that in there. All right.
Wait a minute,
back in 11th.
He didn't tell me any of that. Hold up. That's not right. I'm the one that changed his name.
I got some secret messages out there. But 11th is going to be Stuart Burley. 12th is going to be David Gibson. In 13th position, Jake DeGrand. 14th, Robert Barber. Adrian Hatfield in 15th. Wayne Douglas, Lee Martin. Paul West is going to come home in the 18th position. And let's see, further back throughout the field, in 19th is going to be Casper Roost. Casper has a good run in that first race, but unfortunate events here in the feature is going to put him home in 19th. Mike Dolan 20th, Simon Nelthorpe 21st, Victor Thomas in 22nd, Terry Atkinson 23rd, and Rick Wishon, I did not even get to start the race, I didn't think, is going to round out the field there in 24th.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not a good night for Rick at all. To start on the pole in the first race and end up with such a rough night, that's kind of tough. All right, so let's see. Do you think can you check and see if you have dragging privileges? Because I'm not even there. I gotta go find us again.
Let's see. Yeah, we've got just a couple guys in the waiting room.
Who do we got here? We got
Dan.
Let's drag Forrester in.
All right.
And we'll chat with him.
Right ahead.
Oh, I was leaving that to you, but I got it.
Oh, no worries.
Well, I was going to search for a replay, but go ahead.
Oh, there we go. Go right. You get the replays. I'll get Dan here. Hey, Dan, how you doing, buddy? Chris Murphy and Jim Cunningham are in the booth with you, buddy. Hey, a good run out there.
How you doing, gents? Yeah, it was unfortunate the first race. iRacing just crashed to desktop while I was fighting Eric, and nothing I could do. I've never had that happen before, but maybe since the update, maybe there's some stability issues with the graphics config or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it was a shame.
Well, especially at this track, you know.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way I just came back in, and obviously I was already towed because of the packet loss, I'm assuming. So, and obviously with it being top 12 reverse grid, obviously I had to start then in 20th. So, yeah, to try and drive as best I could to try and catch the other guys up, but
yeah, it's a good good fun race. It gives you a challenge, you know. Always good to have a nice challenge.
Yeah, started back
there. Yeah, it's some good fighting.
Go ahead.
Yeah, started back there in 20th this race. You know, that's a long way to come through a field when these cars are so equal. Not a lot of horsepower to try to get your way to the front, but able to go all the way up to 4th. Took advantage of some mistakes out there from anybody. How was that adventure coming through the field?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, like most of the time, it was just somebody made a mistake on exit, and I managed to capitalise on that. There's a couple of side-by-side rubbing incidents as we were taking it too wide around corners and things. In fact, right at the beginning of the race, somebody took it 3 wide into T1, which is I got crashed out early on in the second race as well, and still somehow I managed to get back up to 4th. But yeah, I mean, it was good fun. I don't think there was any problems with anyone as far as I'm aware. So yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, I think you go back and watch a replay for that. I think you're going to find out you were actually 4 wide in that situation. You were just in the wrong place right there for sure. Not a lot, not much.
Yeah,
like that.
Nothing much. When you're in the middle of a 3 wide like that, I was thinking there's someone behind as well, and if I slam my anchors on to get out of that, then I'm going to cause a problem. You just hope that everybody leaves enough space, sort of thing. But it's really hard to do. And I've only got one monitor as well, so kind of difficult to do that 3 wide.
That does make it challenging. So this was my first event with the Tanso group. You guys just put on a really great show. What's your guys' next event after tonight?
Well, next week will be the first race in the new Tanso season. So this is like a sort of preview / recruiting race for the season. So it'll be good to see any of the new drivers, if they're interested, to sign up and get in the league. We need as many drivers as possible. Get some full grids and get the interest going. Keeps the racing more interesting.
I got one, Dan. So I want to bring up, Sean is not racing. Sean Atkinson's not racing that much this season. It looks like just due to real world events, which I hate when those get in the way of sim racing. But Apparently,
it was good to see him on track tonight.
Apparently we brought in quite a replacement for him though. With if his son's going to keep racing, because Reese was pretty fast tonight. Did you get around him at all? He was running pretty good pace.
Yeah, to be honest, I probably came across him on track and thought, "Oh, there's Sean." But I think what happened was there was a crash in the chicane, the second chicane, and I think he was off track to the side when me and Eric had to kind of just avoid the situation, if I'm not mistaken. But
that sounds about right.
Yeah, he was holding his own out there. Fair play to him, you know.
He had two top tens in his first start ever in a league race.
Yeah, he must have had some good coaching on the side there from Sean.
I was going to say, well, I wonder who coached him besides Sean.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
He must have some natural talent as well. Let's face it, you know.
Yeah. Well, he's apparently he's got natural speed to some degree, though. You know, there's a lot of us that you would know about this, but there's a lot of us that's been driving for a while and we don't have that kind of pace. So he must have it a little bit in him. So that's it's going to be fun to watch him as he grows and gets more confidence and experience. But so look, man.
Yeah, I think it's his first race. I think so. Yeah. Fair play to him. It's intimidating getting out there with 24 cars on track. You know,
and look, some fast guys, man. I mean, you're well aware. There's some quick guys in this league. You know. And to be out there and get two top tens with the caliber of drivers that run up front in this league, that's saying something.
Yeah, definitely. Could be proud of that. Definitely.
You go ahead, Chris.
I know you.
All right, no worries. Well, Dan, hey, it was great meeting you. Thanks for having us here today. You guys put on just one hell of a show, really, for us to watch. So hopefully, you guys can go back and take a look at this, and we did you proud to show. Just actually as great as the racing was for you. So we look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching it back. I think a lot of the new guys need to just be aware of some of the. I mean, it's being used to racing with a large field, but we'll look back at the incidents and see whether we can send any messages out just to give people a few pointers.
All right, man. It's good to talk to you again, and I look forward to seeing you down the road here.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right,
Appreciate
buddy.
it.
You bet. Have a great day. Or evening, I guess, for you.
Yes,
yeah, you too.
So, well, we got Casper in. Let's we'll get a quick interview with Casper real quick since he's our last only other driver in the waiting room. Go ahead, Chris.
Are you there with us, Casper?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, you got Chris Murphy and Jim Cunningham here with you, buddy. Hey, looks like you had some adventures out there. You finished 7th in that first heat, but then some little bit of troubles there in the feature. You ended up being a lap down there towards the end. What was the difference between the two races for you?
I think I was just a bit more unlucky in the feature race. I think it's just a case of ran out of talent and didn't have enough skill to pull it off.
Yeah, I've been there.
Because as far as I remember, I think it was I just spun out or I hit something in a chicane and my wheel was just gone and tried to limp back to the pits instead of towing and just worked out. And then I hit a barrier again and well, I had to spend 6 minutes in the pits, so that was my race over.
We got a good replay of you on the screen right now, two-wheeling it up on the curb.
You did.
Yeah,
that
exactly
was sketchy. What you were talking about. So yeah, it looks like you caught the curb. I can't tell what corner it was in.
That's in the final turn coming around for the start finish straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up the hill there. Yeah. Nice save though. At least you didn't hit anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I just happened to pick that moment. I didn't realize that you were going to be on two wheels coming around the corner for that one. That was a good one. So
that was a sketchy moment for me.
Are you new to the league here, or because I don't recall you?
Yeah, it's my first race with the league.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say I didn't recall your name because you'll notice when you watch the broadcast back that I commented about how much I like your name. I don't really know why, but it just kind of, I guess it's the Casper thing. I don't know. I grew up with Casper, the friendly ghost, so, but, I'm sure you've heard that one before a couple times.
Once or twice.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, so yeah, it's good to see you here. It's always good to see some fresh faces. It's a good league, and this GR86 has got a long history of nice big fields and good racing. So you're in with a good group of guys here. So I'm sure you're looking forward to getting the season going.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't know. I didn't know about the whole Tanso racing thing before a few weeks ago. I saw it somewhere. I think it was on one of the iRacing Reddit groups. I was like, I might give it a shot. And it was definitely fun. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to sign up for the coming season.
Yeah, that's good. You should definitely. And they've also got a nice GT3 league as well. Some tough racing over there as well. That's a tough league. I've broadcast that one as well. So, but well, it's good to have you here, and good to see you. In the I just noticed you took tires. Good to see you. Good to see you here. New face in the league, and I look forward to talking to you during the season.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Looking forward to talking to you again.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Good night. All right. All right, Chris, sign us off here.
All right. Hey, well, this has been Chris Murphy, Jim Cunningham. So with JP Broadcasting, I'm going to look at just a couple of days ahead in advance. So tomorrow we've got the Tanso GT3 race. And so if you're looking for some more stuff going on here on the channel, tomorrow afternoon, we also have the season 5 for the SR8s as well.
Yep. I broadcast that one. I broadcast the Radicals race. And I believe James does the.
That's a good one. Yeah, you and Tom, I think, on that one for tomorrow.
Yep, and then James does the GT3 race, I believe.
I'd be here with you during the day, but unfortunately, some of us still have to work for a living.
Well, it's not during the day for them, though. It's all nights. But anyway.
Oh, that's true. I'm talking about for you.
Yeah. Well, Yeah. I'm old. I'm just older than you. That's all that means.
Then Tuesday we have the BSC autumn season. That's going to be with Dean and Kenton. Then I'll be back on Wednesday night with Alex for the JTICS. I got 2 more races left in that with their GT3 season. So, hey, if you got a league out there, you're looking for some good broadcasters, look us up at JP Broadcasting. This was my first event here with Tanso, and actually my first event working with Jim. Had a really good time today, buddy. Look forward to some more stuff in the future.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we're going to be doing plenty more stuff together. So, and it was good for everybody to join us for the recruitment race. I'm looking forward to seeing some fresh new faces in the league coming up soon. And we just want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
All right, and as I close.